Guys, so on this particular video we'll be discussing about 10 reasons why you should not visit Spiti Valley in the month of May. So now this video is pertaining to people who are planning on visiting Spiti Valley in summer, that is May 2025. Keep in mind that if you've already booked your tickets for Spiti Valley in the month of May, you can proceed with your trip and you can stop watching the video at this very moment. But for those who are still skeptical of whether they should plan Spiti Valley or they should not, these are the list of points. Number one is that you can only visit Spiti Valley via the Kinnaur route in the month of May. There is no way that the Kunzum road via Manali will be open. So by default, you'll have to enter Spiti Valley via Shimla and return back to Delhi or Chandigarh via Kinnaur and Shimla. There is no way that the Kunzum road via Chandratal and Losar exiting via Atal Tunnel and Manali will be open anytime in May. The earliest the Kunzum Pass road via Manali will open would be, I would say, in the first or second week of June. Now, the other drawback of visiting Spiti Valley in the month of May is that Chandratal Lake will not be accessible. There is no way camping or anything at Chandratal Lake will be accessible since the road will not be cleared yet. So this is a big bummer for all those who are hoping to travel to Spiti Valley because they want to experience Chandratal Lake. So this is one very, very big drawback. So if you're someone who's interested in visiting Chandratal Lake and that's the reason you're traveling to Spiti Valley, anytime after the 15th of June is a very good time to be visiting Spiti Valley if Chandratal is the main highlight that you want to experience. Number 3 is the unpredictable weather. So now in the month of May, the weather can be extremely warm during the daytime and in the evenings it will be extremely cold. So this is it's kind of a problem for people who are not okay with cold weather, because the temperature in the night can drop to as low as even -2 or -3 in villages like Dankar and in Langza. So if you're planning on staying in these villages, it can be a very big challenge. Number 4 is that not all the villages have their homestays will be accessible in the month of May, because a lot of these villages, those water coming to the pipes will still not be possible because the snow has not yet melted at higher altitudes, due to which the tap water will not be still in its full flow. Because of this, you will maybe have to make do with buckets or carrying water from a distance. Number 5 is that when you're traveling to Spiti Valley in the month of May, you have to remember that even though the summer has set in and everything seems to be good, at the same time, travel to Spiti Valley in the month of May has one very big challenge. That's the fare for buses and for hotels in Shimla, and the bus from Chandigarh to Delhi to Shimla will be really expensive because peak tourist summer has started, and this results in really exorbitant costs for the accommodation. The same room which will otherwise cost you in July or August anywhere between, I would say, 800 to 1500 will now start. They'll charge you anywhere between 2500 to 3000. So when you're planning your trip to Spiti Valley in the month of May, my personal recommendation is do not stop at Shimla. Go straight away to either Kalpa, Saran or Chitkul. This way your accommodation will be much more affordable as compared to what it would be if you're stopping at Shimla. Number 5, the fifth reason I would say is that when you're going to Spiti Valley in the month of May, even though it is early season, you'll still find a lot of family crowd and self-drive crowd that will be there in Spiti. So you're going to encounter them mainly in Kaza and in Tabo. So these are two places that you will definitely find them, and you'll find them at Comic a lot. So if you're okay with a lot of crowd, then you can go to Spiti in the month of May, because by default you're going to find a lot of crowd in these villages. They'll be there in the other villages too, but they won't be staying the night. So my recommendation is, when you're traveling to Spiti Valley in the month of May, honestly skip staying in Kaza and stay in any of the other villages, because that's where you'll have a more serene and a pleasant stay, and you'll be able to buffer all this unwanted crowd which is really going to photobomb your photos and at the same time kill the real traveler experience that you're seeking when you're traveling to Spiti Valley. Number 6 is the flight costs. Now if you're someone who's traveling by flight and you're looking to book your tickets to Spiti Valley, you have to fly to either Delhi or Chandigarh, and the flights in the month of May are going to be really, really expensive, because that's how it is when you're traveling anywhere in India in the month of May. And that's one of the biggest bummers when you're going to Spiti Valley, because the same flight which would otherwise cost you anywhere between, I would say, 4 to 7,000 in the month of May will become 8 to 12,000. So that's something which you really need to keep in mind when you're traveling, and getting a train ticket last minute for the month of May is really impossible. The seventh issue while traveling to Spiti Valley in the month of May is altitude sickness, which could really hamper those who are looking for a really short trip to Spiti Valley. So when you're planning a short trip to Spiti Valley, which includes, like I would say, 5 nights, 6 days, 6 nights, 7 days, you're going to be spending a lot of time traveling, and this will result in long journeys of anywhere between, I would say, 7 to 10 or 12 hours per day, and this can really kill your body, because it's okay doing a long journey for 1 day or 2 days, but to do it every day for 6 7 days for a week is like really taxing. And at the same time, it just kills the entire vibe of the whole purpose of going to Spiti Valley. So if you're someone who's planning a trip to Spiti Valley in the month of May, make sure you're traveling for at least 8 9 or 10 days bare minimum, so that you can really enjoy and have a couple of days where you're not really hammering it down and traveling for long journeys for no reason, just to go from one place to another place. The eighth reason would be that all the cafes in Tabo and in Kaza, even though they will be open and the restaurants will be open, but their menu will not be completely full as compared to what it would be in the month of June and July. I would say full in terms of, say for example, if the menu cards displays say 20 items, they'll maximum have around 10 to 15. They wouldn't have everything. So if you're someone who's traveling over here to experience the culture and the food of what Spiti Valley has to offer, even the shops, the shops which sell souvenirs in Spiti Valley, not all of them will be open in the month of May. A few of them might not be open because they'll open by the second half of May, once the Kunzum Road opens, because that's when the real tourist crowd that the people in Spiti are expecting will start arriving. The ninth reason is, by default, since it's just the end of winter and summer has started, whatever little vegetation and greenery is available in Spiti Valley hasn't yet popped up. So by default, the oxygen level is going to be really low. So it's common for people to wake up in the middle of the night thinking that they are having breathing issues and they're struggling to breathe, but that's purely because most of the time people sleep in Spiti Valley with the windows completely shut, and that buffers out all the oxygen, that is limited oxygen that's there to enter the room. So when you're staying the night in Spiti Valley in any village, even in Kaza, keep the windows slightly open. So by default, there's some kind of influx of oxygen into the room, which will avoid this disaster. Number 10 is again the fact that you cannot complete the entire circuit, but you have to still end up spending 8 to 9 or 10 days traveling, because the Kinnaur route is longer than the Manali route, is by default the single biggest reason why Spiti Valley, if you can, push it for after the second half of June. So by default, you will get to experience the entire circuit that Spiti Valley has to offer. So now, if you are still convinced that you want to go to Spiti Valley in the month of May, we do have a trip happening to Spiti Valley in the month of May. It's from the 18th to the 25th of May. You can click on the link in the description. You can go to our website, read all the details about our trip. And if you're really interested, you can directly click on the book now option and book your slot, or you can WhatsApp our team from our website and they'll help you and assist you with the booking related to our trip. If you have any queries related to Spiti Valley in the month of May, you can leave a comment in the comment section and we'll be more than happy to help you and resolve your doubts and queries. So now, till our next video for Spiti Valley, stay safe, stay blessed and stay happy.